Yo, blessed love. This is Max the Breeze. It's time for the Lions to tell them own stories.
To love, yes I.
What are you waiting for? Come together, come together, from near and far. Oh, you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes. Are you waiting for? I'm you're asking. Come together.
With the lion, the Rastafari. Lion of it trod with lioness like I too. Empress on the front line. Listen to this one, and you are now tuned in to the Lion's Voice Network. Them. Rose and touch them.
Oh, universally beat on. Oh, blessed love. Adama. And it's time for the lion's voices to be heard. This is the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lion voice. Thanks and prayer, message has been poured on me. Thanks and praise. The user and set the people free. Shall give all the powers to chant. Shall give all Rastafari, the lion's voice.
Fittest of the fittest shall survive. The people all rise, wake up. This is reptiles and lionesses. With the voice, we come to Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to the lion voice, because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says upstairs, here, oh, yeah, the lion's voice. Ah.
Riker, the time has come. Viewpoint. And tell the world, this is the lion's voice.
When you honor evil first face, the voice, the lion. With the lion comes with sacrifice. Lion voice.
It's like a precious ointment.
Yeah, come on. This is yo. Every day more positive energy. This is the liberty. Live life, right life to infinity. This is this is live life, give thanks for life. family man. Can't just think about today, cause tomorrow will come. Gotta set the foundation for the youth while they're young. With education, it's the information age. If you don't got knowledge, then you live as a slave.
It's such a natural way to live, and no one keeps it positive, and just move to the vision that you wanna be. We all are free, so tap into the liberty. To me, do a piece of king, you know, I'm powers fly to you.
And Rastafari in the world. Special invite for the Lion Pride. Use code Lion Cent Store. If you spend $125 or more, the discount goes up to 15%. Visit us online at www.irootsrecords.com. The time has come. Tunes and RBD Alliance and Gay Concert Family Unity Fest featuring Aisha Bell, Mary Ice Brave, and many more at the Jammings in Newcastle. 500 pre-sold, 3,000 at the door. Children under 12 feet. Don'ts, the Abyssinians live in Kingston, Jamaica. Can't be missed.
Violence against women in Jamaica are messages. Their group becomes the subject of an investigation. As these actions escalate, the listed races to unmask the mystifying figure. For the woman painted purple is a pound that explores the boundaries of justice and the dying spirit. Saga dealt with mental health coach has been finding www.devonigreen.com.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka the Chasmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man, creative industry attorney. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of Lion Voice Live. Welcome to Lion Voice Live and welcome to the Lion Voice Network, where the lions are telling our own story. We are here with a special episode, legendary guests glitching, but you know that we have a character that comes on the network anytime we get ready to make history, and his name is Wi-Fi the Guy. And Wi-Fi the Guy pop up sometime and want to destabilize the thing. You don't worry, because Wi-Fi the Guy can. You see him there? You see him there? Pop up. But we don't fear him. He's part of the channel until we get our own satellites, which we will at some point. We get our own servers. We have to work with Wi-Fi the Guy and have him roll. But people, today we have a powerful guest. I'm so honored. I want to just big up Dr. Paliani. If you haven't seen that episode with Dr. Paliani in the history of Rastafari in Malawi, make sure you go into the archive and check out that one. That was another classic episode with our Malawi family. And Dr. Paliani said, have you spoken to? And immediately, I said, if I have that link, I was honored to be able to meet and to reason with and to know Ras Ister J before he passed away, otherwise known as Ras Junior Manning. And he had one of the seminal books for those who trod in Rastafari. I'm looking for the book when published here on my bookshelf. I'll find it. Members of a New Race. I'll find it. Ras Ister J. I'm the reading Ras. But this was one of the books that we used to have before Wise Mind. This was like the original Wise Mind, published by, and we always used to look at it and it make mention of the works in Malawi same way. And it was a powerful piece of literature. And this brethren here was part of that uprising, along with Ras Ibo, who is the next one of Iman teachers who I was able to learn from so much during the Jamaica Music Conference. So this is a special episode for I family, and I'm looking forward. I see Botswana is in the house. Big up yourself with Botswana family them. Earlier today, we had a powerful episode with the Rastafari Society of Kenya, and we give thanks for that episode. If you have not seen that, make sure you go and check it out. And again, I give thanks for all who's watching live. Give thanks for the patience. See that the teaching. So we're not even going to itch. Big up Sister Devani Green, our latest sponsor, who is advertising with the channel. Make sure you buy a book. Women Painted Purple is a vigilante who turned vigilante and started murder of all of the and terrorize them, Yasante or spirit. You know what I mean? So we big up Sister Devani Green that support Palestinians performing live in Kingston, Jamaica, historic. Make sure the item support that, hosted by Sister Italia of Ira FM and Machette, two big hosts. It's gonna be an epic return to Jamaica for the Abyssinians after a soul your. Make sure the item support. Also have iRoots, who just released a new rhythm, the Black Star Liner Rebirth rhythm featuring Max. Make sure you support iRoots Records. All of the ones them who are advertising with the platform, make sure you with them. We are creating our own ecosystem here on the Lion Network, Rastafari ecosystem. The call is come out of her, my people. Lacey be partakers in sins sharp. I mean, we have to spend our money amongst I and I, you know what I mean? So we have to start to practice self-reliance, and the advertisers on this platform are Rastafari, who are spending their marketing dollars with Rastafari, and we're asking the item as Rastafari, Pan-Africans, to spend your money with them. We keep the money circulated, keep that loop, build our own empire of economics. This is how we will Babylon. So that being said, big up to all the sponsors, big up Front Books, big up all the what have been supporting, big up the greatest comment section on the internet. If you subscribe, you're part of the Lion Pride. Make sure you remember to press the like button, share with a brethren or sister, so we can spread it out. We 73,000 subscribers because of the item, you know what I mean? So big up on yourself. We are currently doing 90,000 1,000 views per 28 days because of the item. So big up on yourself, continue for support. And we're just getting started, you know what I mean? Because of the item. So it's not just I'm just the vessel. It's my just up for the work, but it's the item make it work, you know what I mean? So big up the Lion Pride globally. Let us know from in the comment section. Put your emoji. Let us know where you're watching. Check in. I'm gonna it's in your WhatsApp. The guest asking, I'm gonna resend it to the AI, but the link is there. I'm gonna send it. Island Life. Let us know where you're watching from. And I don't want the item use the title of elder for I, you know. Because I'm not reach elder yet. I'm only 48, 40 great years old. So I'm not reach elder status yet, you know. Yes, I have a little gray on my beard and thing, but I'm not an elder yet. I don't want to claim that I'm a mature adult Rastafari, battlefield tested, but we're not an elder yet, you know what I mean? That being said, we are getting ready to welcome a legendary guest. This brethren was part of uprising in Malawi after single party government airwaves opened up Malawi to allow for alternative media platforms. This brethren was one of the brethren who was on the airwaves spreading Rastafari vibration, Rastafari music, who inspired legions of Malawi youth to embrace the liberty and to rise up. So this is one of the pioneers of Rastafari independent media. So today we're going to talk about the power of media on the platform. I walk on the footsteps of these great ones. A lot of the item big up I'm on, but something who walk in the footsteps of these great ones who touch the template which I and I are using, which is simply you know what I mean, teachings of His Majesty. So all my Lion Voice family, give a warm welcome for a true elder. I'm not an elder. This is a true elder. So make we give a warm welcome to the great Ras Bobby Morgan, Royal Blessings family. Ailey, they can unmute thyself.
Blessed love. Greetings, brother.
Blessed love, blessed love, blessed love.
Yeah, you hear me?
So we have greetings. We have a tradition here. Yes, we hear the eye clear. We have a tradition here at the Lion Voice Network. Isis, we're gonna ask the eye to step into the Lion Voice time machine and to take us to the moment of the eye birth and to give us the eye origin story. Where was the eye born? And take us through your journey to Rastafari.
Yeah. Highly. Well, firstly, give praise for the welcome. Be a part of the I Works series. It's been a wonderful thing. We are taking the eye and love the support that the eye has been getting. And the work has been truly reaching the four corners. You know, the responses throughout has been tremendous and well deserved. So, more strength to the eye. Give praise to the Most High, Haile Selassie the First, the King of Kings. God, I just read start 1930. The ancients come true and acknowledge him. For I and I journey, we grew up in the same Christian homes as most ones in Jamaica. So we're going to learn the Bible. We're going to understand, you know, the discipline through the Bible. However, in at the time when one that speak of the black heart man and fear the black heart man, and you know, I this so I open my eyes to Rastafari, and I reflecting on I self. I encounters with Rasta has always been positive, has always been protective, you know. Remember one at a time, you know, as youth, we have bus and van and traveling.
Yes.
So anyway, it was my first occasion, it happened. But we are come off and never come off properly. So we end up drop.
Okay.
You know the bailing off. You have to run. You have to come off and run. You can't come off and stop.
Yes.
But you know, with the green them time then, yeah, we never come off right. True story. So after I drop, the first man to I hit, I don't know him from now still is a Rasta man.
Hot.
See? Yeah. So that was my first immediate encounter.
Face
Where
was the I born? Where was the I born?
Born at Kingston, man. Born at Kingston.
Which part of Kingston?
Vineyard Town. Go to Franklin Town School. Yeah. So, in trading, as I say,
and what was it like in those early days?
The early days, for I personally, I was always able to explore, to go out and wander. Because you never have no problem. You know, we never grow in an environment where, you know, no one ever do nothing. Although that was a sound, you know, beware the Rasta man, the black heart man.
Okay.
However, as I said, my encounter, the first encounter was that you have a time when we did a children hospital for 4 or more weeks. And the only person I see outside of my family is a Rasta. They have a youth in the hospital same time. And him always come and heal me up and I bring a fruit or bring a sickle, something. Yeah? Yeah. So the next major encounter was you join the Boy Scout, you know, as part of the thing in those times. Yeah. So we practice march and a Rastaman, that Rastaman come from the community too, but that Rastaman come to I and say, yo, you. Because we say left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah. I say, no, that is not for you. See? It is leave wrong, do right. Leave wrong, do right. See? Them sound, they are sound where I go penetrate and I go, you know, remain with you. Yeah? Don't put on Babylon boat. See? These are my encounters that shape my mind. And, you know? You have another time. I'm going to give my experience with Rasta coming up. See? So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We love it, man. We love it, man.
I get a watch. Get a watch as a youth. Want to watch too, you know, Timex, big watch. And happy with the watch. I walk, and we are cut through around Dunkirk. You know, I go through some back roads heading down to catch a bus. We go check my old man. And a man approached me. If it's thief, my watch. Yeah.
Right.
And they come from nowhere, so Rastaman again. See? So Rastaman, all of my encounter has always been positive, has always been protective. You know? The same Rastaman will tell me, say left, wrong, do right. Them used to sit down and watch we play, you know, cricket, you know, used to play cricket and run the boat and, you know, as youths. So, he would always, everybody have to find something and bring in, you know. But him always there to provide something for his team with. See? Hey, take some banana, take piece of yam, you know, see some akia, you know. So,
yeah, man.
He was always supportive, watching I and I, inspiring, you know, to keep I and I in order and make sure so we're safe. So it was never anything other than love. Yeah. Yeah. Pure love. That was my first encounters with Rastafari. See? Yeah.
Key.
And that shape I.
So when did when did the eye start gravitate yourself now to say that the eye was gonna take up this liberty?
Well, we migrate early.
Okay.
Yeah? We migrate after primary school, go into KC, and then leave, go foreign, go to Canada.
Okay.
Finish my
what part
journey
of Canada?
at
What,
school.
what
Toronto.
What part of Canada?
Toronto.
Okay,
Toronto,
Toronto, man. You know, I grew up in Toronto. You know, I grew up in Toronto.
No, you know, brother, I don't know
Scarborough.
that.
Yes, Scarborough.
Yeah, man. Well, Scarborough the center for the community, I would say.
Yeah.
Although we have the zone, them, you know, the main strips, St. Clair, Eglinton, you know.
Yes.
Finch and Western Road. You have Gina Finch too. You know. So, but Scarborough was a suburb for the growing
yes.
communities. You know, those that did it from the 60s, 70s. Yeah, migrate, you know, into Scarborough. And
yes,
you know, the community really developing at Scarborough very strong. Yeah, so we start and go there, so. But I always yearning for home. You know, I never to feel comfortable in myself growing in that cold place. You know, couldn't get used to it. We deal with it, because that's how the thing go. But
yes,
we grew up, learning and feeling the energy of, you know, yard, yearning for yard, and the energy of yard, the things that shape my memory. You know, because you have your friends that might do your thing about them, you know, but the Rastaman imprint. Yeah. So
okay.
it was inevitable. For I personally, because I don't know myself any other way, you know.
Yeah.
I leave school, go start return forward a yard, head for Ochi.
Okay.
Our secular Ochi, connect with Profile and them, and you know.
Okay,
yeah,
big
you know,
up
them man, they
Profile.
have fire in them days.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. IQ and I link up same way. But
okay, big up
in
at
Canada,
Yes.
yeah, man. In Canada, we did connect with the Rastafari community. You know, Bam Bam, original Bam Bam.
Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam, yeah, ever. Well, the journey, we start Jam Can. Bam Bam really start Jam Can.
Okay.
And I was a silent investor through a
Okay.
brethren at the time. Yeah, ever.
Do I know Sister Masani?
Yeah, man.
Okay. And Ras
Yes.
Zola?
Yes, I. Yes, I. The sister, them they know in the 80s, 90s.
Yes.
I return home basically early in 82. I there
Okay,
forward.
okay.
I don't spend no time. You
Okay.
know, I come in. I actually start Ras in 80 after I finish
Okay.
school.
Okay.
See? Link up with Bob Marley, Bam Bam and Eva, who did I run Jam Can. You have Jam Can
Okay.
music, you know.
Yes.
Start a label. Original Darcel Grant was a part of the establishment as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah. Them on the farm, the demand for music. You know, you talk, Darcel now established Black Star. Yeah. Him and him
Okay.
brother Barry established Black Star music. You know.
Okay.
Start bringing man like Brigadier Jerry and Black Star sound from yard. You know. Start the
Yes.
sound system start to become the inroad for I and I for connect forward to Jamaica, you know. At the end of the, 79, 80, 81. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
How did the death of Bob Marley impact the eye? How did the death of Bob Marley impact the eye in them early days? Because I know that was a big shock to the global
Well,
family.
yeah, you know, you feel me see Bob Marley live in a Maple Leaf Gardens in a
Yes, that
78.
was a legendary
Yeah.
concert.
In a 78. And yeah, the energy in that place was electrifying. You have goosebumps all over you. You hear them stand up. You know,
Yeah,
it was
man.
mad. Yeah. And I want to tell you, June 10th, because my sister did get them ticket there from Earth Strong. And yeah, 1978. And 1979, I go forward again, because it was too, you never experienced nothing like that. See, and both times, equally, it was awesome. At Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Canada. Electrifying, magnetic, yeah. Just, you're left in awe. So, at the passing, when you hear Bob, because we did hear the sound, start to enter the music scene, as I say, from, in the 79, 80. So with the kind of hear what go on through the grapevine. But it was still one of the most, it was a shock. No matter what, although, because why see nothing like that, I hear nothing, I believe nothing like that. Especially after him go through where him go through, and still live. Man, you know the story. But it definitely was a very somber. Your mood change all the way. You feel, just down. Personally, it bring I down. Never sit well.
Yes.
Never sit well at all.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah, man, never sit well. Cause he was an inspiration, you know, through the music. Through the music, definitely. Cause yeah, the music play
I
a
can
role
imagine. Yeah,
in
man, of
connecting
course, of course.
Rastafari outside. You know, people, the masses. You know, you have the 12 tribe, you have the Ethiopian
Of
Orthodox, all of the
course.
mansion them. But reggae in itself is a mansion because it bring ones and ones to the
Yeah.
source, which is His Imperial Majesty. See? Yeah, that is my opinion anyway.
Yeah, man. Without question.
Yeah. So, but Bob was
No, I mean that is a fact. That is a fact.
yeah, well, you have ones would disagree, but you know, it's how I see it, you know. I see it as it play a serious role
Yeah.
on the international scene to connect ones, you know, what people outside of Jamaica learn English through reggae music, you know, through, you know,
I have
patois, which it become the attraction, yeah. So it was magnetic, definitely, from what I observe, you know, in my international travels. Yeah, definitely. Mm. Grace,
no, I have many testimony of ones who have been on this platform who testify how reggae music bring them to Rastafari, and Bob Marley in particular, you know, was the gateway that brought them to Rastafari. So what they are saying can be proven by testimony, you know.
yeah, man, without a doubt, his contribution, yeah, to bring souls, especially ones on the outside. At the time, I did the outside, but I did already connect to Rasta, you know. But it already start to lax and my old man cut me here. I better tell him, say, the last time that ever happened. Yeah, I take with the scissors and for real, I don't see him. I don't see him
Serious.
after that. Him pass before I see him again. But because I left out, I go up on the track. But that was my journey.
Okay.
You know,
Sorry to hear that.
the
Yeah, man.
violation, you know, part of the thing. Yeah, but
Yeah, man. A
it
lot
is
of
with
ones go through
respect. I
that.
will give him the first man for cut me here from youth and the last man. See? So I seal it,
Hard.
sealess. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
Hard,
never get
hard.
a chance to reconnect. But yeah, that was I experienced within the first motion of I journey. Yeah, I got shown
Yeah,
early,
man.
and after that it no stop. Yeah, yeah. So
Give
with the
thanks.
same way.
So the I say you move forward to Jamaica, to Ochi, you demongst Profile, Ikula, some powerful name you call. What was the next move after that, after you move forward to Jamaica?
Yeah, well, they still there deal with the music thing, you know.
Okay.
Jack Ruby as the man we really now sit down in a studio and start to, you know, get into the rudiments of learning music. So Jack
Okay.
Ruby was I mentor.
Legendary.
In studio. And that was awesome. You know, Jack Ruby, as a matter of fact, his journey to, I mean, the last man we see him alive, as far as I know, yes. Because we used to do a Friday, a Wednesday session in the 90s there. And him take sick. And we carry him go to the hospital. And from there, them said them have to carry him go to town, which was the next day anyway. So ambulance carry him go to town. And by the time I reach a town, them said, why, come. Him on him way, him on him journey, come see him. So, yeah, I go see Jack and hold him and bless him. And you don't know, cause indeed. And I make a separation from this. So. But in the have the group, Foundation, Donovan, yeah, Lincoln Chain, Earth Messengers. Those were the projects Jack was working on. And we eventually, Everett and myself, Everett Clark from Canada, same brethren where we deal with the Jam Can record thing with. Yeah,
Okay.
we take on the role of one, keep and nurture the brethren them as best as we could, because they were talented. Foundation, Keity, oh my, one of the best harmony groups in those days, apart from, yeah. Donovan was exceptional talent too.
Yes.
Yeah. Lincoln Chain, there were some very good groups.
Yeah, man. I
But
met
times were
Lincoln
changing.
Chain. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good youths, they had potential and talent, and
yeah, man.
Just the music did not change. Sorry. After that, the timing, yeah, it's difficult,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but we go on, cut for teeth with them same way, and keep the fire burning as a trad. The journey of Rastafari was always the light, And I never find no darkness anywhere, we just, yeah, His Majesty guide and protect I through the journey.
Yes, I.
As best. And we keep the wheels turning. So
what year was this now?
Highly. I know the 85, 86.
Okay. Continue.
86. Yeah. Yeah, in them days. Yeah. So, moving forward, IQla, powerful Rasta virtue, Yeah, Woolly Pie history. And there's a virgin where Shrad early, is him tried Rasta from school. See? So him go through a different journey that way. But I link up on the trad. Where in which we say, all right, we're want a full Rastafari, but take on the work in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, and commitment, that was always I look towards anything where I gonna move I further.
Yeah, man.
So I know say the music did a shift, guy. After Bob Marley, where we go, King Yellow Man, the King, Bob Marley, roots, rock, reggae, foundation. As music is concerned, reggae music, where I carry the message.
Yes.
It switched to Yellow Man.
Dance.
So you see where we're going. We know
they start bringing the slackness. Yeah, they're bringing the slackness.
Yeah, total. It was a plot, to degrade the trad. Yeah, remember what Bob do now. It's not even raise I and I up, you know, but it's when it reach the other side, you know, the Europeans, yeah, the Asians, all other nations start to question them own parents, start to look upon things in a different light. Yeah. That is where the whole thing start to, you know, unravel, you know. See? Again, in my opinion, looking at it, I see it wasn't to them never care about I and I people, sure. Yeah. But when it faced them in their own homes now, see, it becomes serious. So something had to be done. The switching of the vibration change, you know, the frequency change. And you know, say a frequency create everything. See?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
then you know the coke era, the crack era, you know. You know,
Chemical
in
war.
our communities.
Chemical war.
Yeah, that play a big role. A big role because it changed now. Cause I remember say reggae did I make with Rasta, ganja. See? It create a sound. It wasn't any other substance. Yeah, it wasn't liquor. It wasn't any other substance. Is the inspiration will come through the herbs. Because when you burn herbs, you know, your iteration different. You know, the things where you used to think about, you know, I think about again. See, I think about something more conscious. See, well, that is our experience anyway. Yeah. So I know say the frequency where did I make reggae music is different too. After Baban going into the Yellow Man era and the slackness and the, you know, the frequency change. Yeah. It then had an impact in the end product as music and within the culture, you know, attitudes and behavior start to shift. Yeah. So I with Kula, yeah, we have to say a time, you know, better we're gonna take it on. You know, Bob just say Babylon by bus. So, you know, we say we are gonna go out there, but a complete Rastafari group. Yeah. And a 13 Rastaman push out. Yeah. 13 Rastaman push out. And we live in Switzerland. And we take on the road, you know, rent a bus.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just go and do a thing ourselves. We never look to anyone but ourselves. Yeah. To achieve anything. You know, the handout thing and it's Rasta. Nobody not think or look to Rasta. You know, for giving us support. You know, especially in them days and earlier, as we know and observe and witness. It they dread. So the commitment was though, you know, I and Kula really steered the whole, you know, project there and manifest it where we're out there in Europe, you know, touring an album. Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That
the
was
album was
Ikula
Rasta
album or
Philosophy. Rasta Philosophy.
okay.
Rasta Philosophy, yeah, volume 1.
Was that
man.
Ras Ikula album? Whose album was it?
Yeah, man, IQla album. IQla first album.
Okay.
Rasta Philosophy, volume 1. You know. Yeah, I produce it with him. Him executive. You know, we have songs like Addicts, 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 Look Out, you know, 20 odd million, Under Oppression, Waiting for the Emancipation. That's the South Africa team. We have Girl, I Love You, But I Love Jah First. When you check it, don't feel no way. Jah is first. Yeah, some terrible songs, some beautiful music where did inspire and I to go up on the road, which we did. Yeah, man. So that was the next chapter,
Nice.
the Europe chapter, hitting the road and carving out, you know, a circuit.
What was the reception? What was the reception to 13 Rasses in a bus?
Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. They, in Europe, remember, them not see that. Apart from what Bob did, you know, it never, well, Steel Pulse, give praise to them, but it wasn't, Steel Pulse, I must say, you know, the man, they, remarkably, you know, the man, they do more for Rasta than we know, you know, in breaking down the barriers and boundaries, you know.
Yeah,
the
man.
Trad, yeah? Yeah, man. Steel Pulse, them, why I rate them, you know? Them really turn up the fire over England side and in Europe towards Rasta liberation, you know, consciousness, black power.
Yes.
Yeah, truths and rights. Yeah. Yeah, man, we gravitate to them on the sound. Yeah. So, and I come in and I go through the circuit still. Mostly Switzerland, Holland, Germany. But by the time we're done, we go through the whole of Europe. Okay. We go Sweden, we go Denmark, we go going to Russia. Why, brother, it was a journey. And it's us, I and I, in our bus. We don't have no company behind we. We don't have, you know, no sponsors or nothing, you know. We gear them. Yeah. And
how were you booking gigs? How were you booking shows? How were the shows being booked during that journey?
Well, I did really, you know, I take on the role in terms of bookings and the, you know, the managing of the band in at that time. You know, somebody there to do it. You know, music we did all want, but made it kind of it coming from under Jack, yeah. In the capacity where we did function through. Yeah, it just work out, so I take it on and yeah, we had the most of the driving too, you know. But as I said, it was a beauty, it was a joy, adventure.
Yeah.
And you know, we open to Ziggy them, you know, everybody in them days, Maccabees, them, we did do some work with too. Mad Professor, you know, scientists.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, man. And we did connect Danny Sims. You know, Danny Sims was a big part of the thing too. Yeah, because Danny bring in, we kind of did move go England as a base. Yeah, from Switzerland. Because the community and it, you know, somebody did need for Dede to interact more and for, you know, as far as the community and the business side of things. We have to China, you know, because without it just a tour and I get myself, in our circuit where we can pay our bills and we can continue to do what we do, which is music, what we love. And yeah. But the business side, we have to start now looking to connecting with the community more through England and Jamaica. So I did make a move go BSI England in London. Kula did still circling. Well, with the move go Holland at that time. So it was easier to, just a ferry ride. Back and forth was much easier. So the commuting between London and Amsterdam, actually a place where we call Venlo, even closer. But yeah, that was the mission. But Danny Sim's kind of bringing a whole different energy and smiley culture.
Okay.
Smiley culture. Yeah. Wow. What a powerful youth. Him no know no fear. Him just, live. Him live life and live life fast. And he was just like how he was a speed rapper. Cockney, doing him Cockney thing with reggae music and very popular. So Danny Hooker and I are up. In bringing Bonnie Wheeler.
Okay.
So Bonnie Wheeler, Danny Sims, and Kula did come over. They'd live in one place for a period of time in London.
Wow.
So that was a trip. That was a trip. Jano. As it continued, we start now with Bonnie performance in a Brixton Academy come out at that moment of I and I being together. And from there, we carry Bonnie. Bonnie do the Canadian show. Me have my links to Canada.
Yes.
We do a Canadian show with Bonnie. I and I promote that too. Varsity Stadium. And yeah, that was another tremendous, powerful, what a voice. Bonnie, Bonnie was awesome.
Thanks.
In music, in voice in music is like a bird, Yeah. Bonnie can sing. He's a real singer.
Yeah, man, we love that.
Yeah.
So what year are we at now? Let's do a time check.
My brother, we just live, but we can't take ball back. Oh, wait there. That I win, bing, bang, bang. Why win that?
90s, 80s?
91, That's about
91. Okay.
Yeah, that's about 91. Yeah. Yeah, something like, in them time, 1991. So the journey, start move on a different level again, through Danny Sims. And yeah, that wake we up to another stage of not only production, but in promotion and being on the road. Yeah, the shows it become more interesting and more large and more, enticing. Yeah, lift up Kula on another level. And yeah, it continue, the journey.
When does the first journey to Africa?
The first journey to Africa. That was 95. Yeah. Yeah, 95. Yeah. And then we
How
go
did you
forward,
reach? What was the
96.
story? What
No,
was the story? Where did you
the first journey was just,
go? Where did you go first?
it is, I'm not hearing you as clear anymore. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear we're
I
going
hear you a little
through a
bit.
little technical difficulty, but we are making work. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Can you hear right now?
Riley,
Okay.
repeat the
So
question.
what country was the first country? Yeah, what country was the first country that you touched down, and what was that story? What took you to Africa?
Well, where Rasta is Imperial Majesty, The aim was always to go to Africa. Yeah, as Kula and I started out. Yes, we're going to Europe, but the aim was to go to Africa. We're going to do what we need to do. And forward upon the land. Yeah. So we make that a reality, Why? I think, 10 years. Because we left out 87. Yeah. The album they done and release in 86. 87 we push out. And we're touching Africa. Yeah. Well, I get a immediate a first touching. Kula did touching a Tunisia side. Yeah, but I touching Ethiopia first. Yeah. Kiss that soil. Yes, we come off Eritrea back in, them used to go Eritrea before you go Addis. I think so when I reach Addis, I run off, come off of the plane. But yeah, we touch Eritrea first as my foot on African side, touching Eritrea. But we land in Africa, in Ethiopia, and that's where I stayed. That was my introduction and the fulfillment for moving to the continent. Yeah, that was a moment. It was a short trip just for kind of, see what's going on, the possibilities. We end up putting some things in place where we go forward and do a show. That was 96. 96. Yeah. We did the Mescal Square show. We are the first one to put a show in a Mescal Square. Mescal Square is known for the festival of the finding of the true cross. Yeah, that's why they call it Mescal. Yeah, the Mescal is the Ethiopian cross, which His Majesty as the defender of the faith to I and I life. Yeah, so it was in honor and celebration of the Battle of Adwa. And that we know.
Okay.
That was the first defeat of the Italians, where Ras Bobby Morgan Empress Taitu and, Menelik defeated the Italians in their first attempt to capture the crown. So that was the 1885, yeah. 1996, 101 year anniversary of the Battle of Adwa was where we unveiled His Imperial Majesty crown in Mescal Square for the first time since 1974. And it was a feat. It was a nobody expected it. The people have never realized, never knew, didn't, that was it wasn't supposed to happen,
Art.
Yeah, but we had to represent ourselves. We had all right because we had 100% artistic control of the event, and it was a charity event, and we did unveil His Imperial Majesty as the backdrop, the crown, which opened up a can of worms.
I was just gonna ask, what was the reception?
Yo. Well, the attendance was, wow, terrific, overwhelmed, beautiful. We had recorded over 80,000 people at that time. First outing, Mescal Square. Tremendous. The reception towards the people, the youths, beautiful, it was just, again, energetic and electrifying, being in Addis with the vibration high, with true reggae music, Yeah, beautiful. Hallelujah. From there, the government themselves never really love it still. They were very angry. But it was done. The people rally, people cry, people holler, people rejoice, the people themselves that I encountered, that was in Ababa Janai, Majesty, Bow, and wow, it was, that was something awesome, spectacular, a feat, and we all felt it.
Serious.
Yeah,
man, serious powers.
Yeah, man, that was one of the most, in terms of accomplishment.
And then
That was something of a highlight for you and I.
And that
Continue.
was 96.
Yeah, that was 96. That was 96.
So that was the Norway Malaise. That was Malaise. That was after the Derg.
Malaise Zenawi.
Yeah, Malaise Zenawi. Okay. And then now after that Ethiopia Chad, how did I reach to Malawi?
Yeah, well, what we went in with a theme, a ICEP, which was called Reggae Unites Africa. See? Anything we do, there must be purpose to it. So that's how we went into Ethiopia, with that same theme and concept. And yeah, it worked. It worked really well. The next, we did, under the same team, we did Morocco. We did Malawi. We went into Zimbabwe, they should have, the plan was Bonnie Wheeler. Bonnie Wheeler was the highlight. We were bringing Bonnie as the headliner for that. Bonnie eventually never make it though, as he never touched the African side, you know. But it was a show that Bonnie was getting. It was the 1887 was the centenary year of the city of Harare. Yeah. So Bonnie was earmarked to get the key of the city. Yeah. Ras Jabulani as well, that brethren, the powerful man, you know, we're up on the continent, you know, maximum respect and love to Jabulani and the work with him carry throughout till this time. I'm still up on the land. Yeah. So, true, Bonnie never make it. Sad. And we had all, you know, it was crazy. I don't know. Him never ready for Africa. Him say, you know, him now want to go and come back, and all along he coming until he don't reach. And he still never reach. So there was something there. Anyway, we can't get into that one. We continue the journey. Malawi. CM Reggae Unites Africa. But in that time, AIDS was very rampant. Malawi was one of the one of the most severe cases of as an AIDS nation on the continent. So, although it's Reggae Unites Africa, we decided to create a team through the Minister of Health. The Minister of Health was the contact, and bringing in support that can bring more awareness to their campaign. Yeah, we said something different. Let's do it. So it was done. Wow. Malawi. Olubuanji. In there, Malawi. For the energy of Malawi, we never see nothing like that yet. They take over the place. They take over. But the energy bones. Them have our bones. You know, we have our skank. Them have our bones. We're different in this world. You can't, you know. And it depends on the timing, you know. The reggae timing was mad. The whole stadium with the Chichira Stadium. It was rocking. Junior Delgado, Icula, Crescenti, and can't forget. Oh my! Don't make it almighty. No. All right, we're going to reason. Brother, you know, I know when you hear it. I didn't forget you, but I saw the thing said. Made I move fast. Yeah.
No,
the show was
we love the history.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what was about. The adventure for us to be on the continent, doing what we love, doing what we set out to do. Yeah. Hey, you know, that what more, you know, the journey was being fulfilled, you know. Yeah. So within the vibration with the two show in Malawi.
Was Jesse Gender there? Was Jesse Gender part of that?
No. No, Jesse wasn't there at that time. This was
Okay.
the only other artist that is missing. This is the first Malawi concert. We took Jesse and we took Everton Blender and Ibo. Ibo did leave Third World at the time, and him have some time. And we connected. That was later though. I'm going to get into that story. The show oh my Free Eye Son, man, almighty. Can't forget, yo. Culture Naki,
Take your time, man.
Culture
Take your time.
knocks.
History. Culture
Culture
knocks.
knocks.
Yes, take your
Culture
time. Take your
knocks.
time, man. History.
Indeed. Why, my brother. Matter of fact, him a one of the only man where we did put on the artist. That is down the road. We're going to continue. But Culture Knocks, yeah, it was the fourth artist outside of the bill that was slated for Bonnie Wheeler, which didn't turn up. So that occurred. But we all had a wonderful time. The people had a wonderful time. The AIDS awareness campaign was, hit their mark. They were happy with the results of the outreach through I&I involvement and support, being on the ground and working towards that awareness, which was a blight, a serious blight. We lose enough people, enough our friends that time through that same pandemic. Yeah. So that was where we went, from there. We went back. They were pleased. They had they had asked what, because, the promoter, the local promoter, Oscar Thompson, he was the minister, the health minister's son. And he lived in UK at the time as well, back and forth. So we had connected, we kept in touch. His interest, my personal interest was to establish a radio station from Ethiopia. It was really Ethiopia that we were planning to be in, wanted to be. So this was 97 now. 96 we did the Ethiopia show, 97. I've been back and forth, I pretty much based myself in Ethiopia. And eventually, my two big boys, and we give them the experience, being on the land, going to school, living life on the ground as Ethiopian, learning the language, intermingling and connecting with the culture. Yeah. That was, a dream. Yeah, reality now is no longer a dream, but the fulfillment of that
mighty.
manifested. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. So while being in Ethiopia, we were lobbying, because we did this wonderful thing in terms of doing a show, and the proceeds were donated to the 4 major ethnic groups, which was Amara, Oromo, Tigray, and the southwestern. Yeah, so those major tribes comprise, the majority of Ethiopians in terms of population. We continued, I'm there living. What happened then? What happened next? You have to ask me a question. Drama maybe, kind of go off course.
So how did the radio vibe in Malawi kick off?
Okay. After the show, like I said, I've been in Ethiopia. We remain everywhere we go, remaining, we're building relationships and connecting. We're on the continent. I'm on the ground. I was actually in Jamaica when I got the car, but they were very pleased through the minister and the new president. Malawi is one of the last dictatorship ruled country on the continent at that time. Yeah, it was 1994 that Banda stepped down.
Yes.
So it was a new era, a new emerging country. We went there in 97. The first time I went there, usually there was a barber shop in the airport. So I couldn't enter. But that was removed. I was probably one of the first, if not the first, Rasta man to enter. There was Rasta people, Malawians who had locks. Yeah. But they were still coming out. Everything was emerging. And Malawi is known as the warm heart of Africa. They are truly, truly, truly loving, warm, kind, and, very giving people. Yeah, it was awesome. They only had the government station. There was no private radio station. Nothing, absolutely nothing was there. So the opportunity came up for us to start a station. They were aware that I wanted to. Oscar, my partner, was also a DJ back in London, So we got together and worked it out, and we got a license to open a radio station. The first, they were just about liberalizing. They had to liberalize their airwaves, because coming from under the dictatorship now, you have democracy. You couldn't have just the one station again. So it was just divine timing, where it's something we wanted, and it's something that, manifested. Because while I was in Addis, I was lobbying for a station, because that's what I wanted. We eventually had a DJ. We started a program called Addis Zema. Addis Zema means new music being reggae music, being introduced on air for the first time. We're not talking Bob Marley sound, we're talking about no reggae music. DJ Z, which is an Ethiopian DJ at the time. Yeah, him and I became very close, and he hosted that show. And yeah, that was happening. We wanted Ethiopia up till now. I don't think Ethiopia has liberalized their airwaves. Although it's a vibrant country, they're very
the airwave.
Yeah, they're very skeptic and closed. Yeah, to some way. Maybe it's not. I'm not blaming anything. You know, it's just how they are. They don't really open
Yes,
up.
yes.
Yeah,
The reality.
but that's how it is. You know, maybe it's best they couldn't have preserved and remain as the only sole survivor from colonialization on the continent. It is what it is. Yeah. So Malawi offered a license to us, and I jumped at it. It was a second thought. Yeah, I moved to that with expediency. And we were on year less than a year after the license was issued. That was in
Wow.
1998. The station went on here. We started tests back in, I think, July, August. On October 1st, 1998, the station was open with the president, Bakile Moluzi, who officially opened the station. And the first song played was Natural Mystic, Bob Marley. Natural Mystic flowing through the air. And it really was a natural mystic as Malawi had its first independent radio station. And that was that by no mere feat, you know. Because remember, there was nothing, the industry was not non-existent. Yeah. We had to travel with cranes up the side of mountains and put mast. Yeah. Because the government station never want to give you no co-share or nothing. But we find a way. We had to, so it was a pioneering work. It was a drilling work, going through the whole thing. We build the whole thing from scratch. Oscar and myself really worked tirelessly and with full cooperation and, with the vision. Yeah, we created an industry for Malawi as the first independent radio station that then grew a young, evolving country, through reggae music and through the programs that we initiated, that they gravitated with and grew with, and it just mushroomed into a powerhouse, a brand, an appeal,
Yes.
a culture.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is
Dr.
phenomenal.
Paliani credits the eye. Yeah, Dr. Paliani credits the eye as one of the main contributor to the growth of Rastafari in Malawi. How do I feel about that?
Well, I give praise. It's something that we've been hearing because the university now start to study the impact and the change of Malawian life from the inception after Banda to where they are now. And, the station has played one of the most significant role and had the most impact in terms of social culture and upliftment, musical experiences and journeys and, reggae. Because the programming, and I must bless Sister Kabu. Yeah, Sister Kabu, we worked, Kabu and I worked with putting the program together. Yeah. She was, and we worked in the early part, she was very, very supportive and instrumental in our success. from where she was. Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, sorry, is that
What a
other thing?
history. What a history. How
Yeah, man.
how did Ister J come in now? How did Ister J
Ister
Junior Manning
J,
come into
well,
that old fullness?
Ister J, I and I a part of the trot with Ister J. We all left from yard. You know, we all sent on. Moby, Pit 4, you know, Naya Bingi was
Yes.
I and I trot. Yeah,
Yes, I.
yeah. Ister J came in as the MC for the tours. All the tours we were doing. You know, Ister J was a part of the thing. Ister J decided to that he didn't want to go back to Jamaica. He wanted to stay with us on the side. Yeah, which is beautiful. We welcome him. I mean, it was good and necessary, as I said again, because everything was fresh and new and, you know, just emerging. Yeah, there was nothing, no
Yes.
establishments. Everything was just, you know, virgin. We were able to plant seeds and water them, nurture them, and they grow, you know. And we're talking about the consciousness within the people. Yeah, Ister J as a touchable, a people's person.
Yes.
He was completely prepared for the work that getting now the Rasta youth, the Rasta community, yeah, much more galvanized, you know, under order, which is Naya Bingi. Yeah,
Okay.
is a foundation Naya Bingi warrior from Jamaica. So the whole precepts of Naya Bingi, the order, how, you know, the Bingi is run and everything.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, he was
yes.
able to stamp those proceedings on the community, the congregation, within the gatherings. And yeah, it was wonderful, 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 beautiful. One of the most memorable Naya Bingi we had was on Emperor's View. Emperor's View is on a plateau, the Zomba Plateau. It's where they took His Majesty. His Majesty came to Malawi, I think it was before even Jamaica, I think 65, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yes. The
And
first world leader. The first world leader to visit Malawi.
to visit
Yeah.
after, yeah, to visit Malawi,
Yes. After
you know,
independence. Yes.
yes. And Banda received him with much. Banda was a god in himself. Banda is a powerful man. Him ruled that country. They submitted, they surrendered to his rule, you know, his leadership.
Yeah.
For almost 30 years, definitely. So His Majesty, they were in awe with His Majesty. I mean,
Yes.
the fact that Banda submitted, yeah, they have never seen him prostrate himself to know what other one other than His Imperial Majesty. And you can imagine
God.
they hold him at the highest esteem and see him now, you know, submit and give him the high chair.
Yes.
The highest chair. When nobody else go to Malawi, nobody, Banda don't move. The Queen, nobody move Banda. apart from His Majesty. Yeah, there's a saying that at the time he was saying like, I don't know word for word, or paraphrase, or but the fact that he's saying that this is the God. If there is a God, this is He. That is the the feeling and the sentiment at the time, with how the reverence and respect and the love and the status of His Majesty was held at the highest esteem, even above himself. And like I said, nobody else could remove him from that position, and has ever removed him from that position. So they were fascinated. They were always, in the back of your mind when you have your God and you see your God. There was something there which they couldn't place. They didn't know, but they're not questioning. And, there was something there. So when I tried him, and, give more clarity to who His Majesty is from the grassroots level, go up through the spiritual essence of Nyabingi and the liberty that I portray as Itala Impulse. See? Yeah, it was, groundbreaking and very humbling. It was an experience to see and feel, because you see and feel their thoughts and their energies, and they're fascinated and they're wide-eyed and they're but yeah, I mean, right now in Malawi, I mean, you have grannies that say they're Rastas. Yeah, to me, I think if there's going to be a nation that embrace Rastafari on the continent, it would be Malawi. They are
That's a big statement.
So yeah, well, it's what I've witnessed, in terms of the transformation, the consciousness, the energy, the love. Yeah, it don't matter, because they were already warm-hearted. They were very loving people. They were, just completely open. So give praise. I mission was about Rastafari.
Yes. I think it's
Rasta.
What were
lost you
some
a while
memorable
ago.
moments for the eye? I said, what were some memorable moments for the eye? In terms of, if there were 3 top moments during your time on the radio in Malawi, what were those 3 moments that you said, boy, them 3 moments, memorable to I?
Well, my time on the continent was never limited to the station. I was always traveling.
Okay.
I traveled from Cape to Mombasa by road.
What?
Every country in between. See?
Huh.
Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe, by road. Yeah. That would, to me, is the most fascinating and, the best experience in being on the continent, was interacting with the people, seeing how the Jamaican book is so respected and loved. Yeah. As anywhere you go and they are so elated and, overwhelmed, overjoyed. The Jamaican, real Jamaican, what you doing? You're always willing to help. Always,
Yes.
supportive and loving and anywhere, everywhere. Wow. That to
Wow.
me, that to me was my highlight on the
Okay.
continent. Equally, the concert of raising His Majesty flag, His Majesty crown in Mescal Square, because that was a feat which, because of the
Okay.
energies, the emotions and
Yes.
the stiff-neckedness of the government at the time, and how they responded. Not, it stands out. It is, those two for
Yeah,
me
man.
personally was thrilling. Will always live with I, moving through the continent, underground. Yeah, fantastic. The radio achievement, and in hindsight now, looking at what the impact and how it has helped to shape a nation, it is, it is phenomenal. I'm in awe, and it's wonderful to be a part of something that has truly been, received by the people of the nation in such a way where it helped to, raise them up, transform them. Ibo Cooper did an excellent work. Yeah, fantastic work underground as
Give
well.
thanks.
Just like Ister J, Jesse Gender. Yeah, excellent. It is inspiring when in hindsight now, when you reflect on, Everton Blender. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, man. These are the moments where you can see, you feel the energy, igniting, the thoughts and the hearts and the minds. Wow. Yeah, that is uplifting and inspiring. And we give praise to
Why
our
did you why
witnessing
did
that.
you why did you leave Malawi, or why did the radio program end
Well,
that
we
run?
know we don't leave Malawi. We don't leave Malawi.
Okay.
We have a license, a reader license, an FM reader license. There's other things to do that I needed to do. Me and my family too,
Yes.
outside too, and
Yes.
it was, you had things to do. I had other passions. I ended up doing Africa Unites as well, which is another
Yes.
highlight, which is the film that, excuse me, them call it a travelogue documentary,
Yes.
where in which they use Bob Marley music to create more awareness towards African unity. Yeah, so I was
Yes.
one of the producers for that documentary, and shaping and telling the
Powerful.
story. Sister Carida, who was with UNICEF at the time, was very supportive,
Yes.
underground,
Big up Mama
pulling
Karida.
strings. Yeah, man. Making things happen.
I'm going to send this interview to her. I'm gonna send this interview to her when we seal up, that she can see there.
Yeah, man. Well, Rastafari. That's the least.
Unity.
We
We love
continue.
it.
You do what you have to do,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
We
Yeah, man. We love
continue
it.
our journey.
We
And as we
love the
said,
unity.
Yes, your work is very engaging and inspiring for the community. See? So you're helping to
How did
galvanize
I
and
find out
connect
about
and
Lion
shape.
Voice? How did I find? Yes.
Lion
How
Voice,
did I find out about
well,
Lion Voice?
I tell you, Ras McCunnin from New York. You know
Okay.
Ras McCunnin?
Yeah,
The
man.
Ras
Good.
McCunnin and I are brothers. See, from a different mother.
Okay.
All of, you know, the whole of we are one.
Yes.
But Ras McCunnin and I is, yeah, we see eye to eye because we were on we lived on the continent. We lived in Ethiopia. Yeah.
Yes.
And we share the things, the nuances and the culture, you know, we it's ingrained in us. So, you know, we were able to speak Kwankwa, which is the Ethiopian street language.
Yes.
You know, amongst ourselves, and you know,
Yes.
we form a solid bond. We see His Majesty in a different light. You know, His Majesty is a militant man. Yeah, you
Yes.
see, he represents himself in a military way.
Yes.
And we research him from that perspective as the identity. Yeah. You see, right
Yes.
now, I'm should in my uniform. But you know, Redfield, Ras McCunnin give praise. Don't burn it at the moment. Yeah. But the Redfield now, you know, we share that energy where the identity of His Majesty through a military, that is his dress code, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Unless he's doing something formal or, you know, royal, you know, or spiritual, his daily is the fatigue, his
Yeah, the
khaki. And I
military.
think we're
Yeah.
missing that as far as I community, Rastafari, not
Yes,
I
the
community, but
militancy, the
Rastafari.
discipline and
The
the
movement,
militancy.
yeah. We
Yeah,
lose that. That was very strong in the 70s, yeah, right up until the 80s. I said when it changed, you know, the energy and the frequency changed. But we have to come with
yes,
an identity that represents, we're identifiable amongst anyone. Yeah, you see a police from far, you know, says a police. Yeah. But with
yes,
Rasta now, those who are called by his name, but uphold the principles and the ordinances of His Imperial Majesty. It's a high vine trad. See? We think differently than others.
yes,
Yeah? When
yes,
but that image of His Majesty, the militancy that he represents in defending not only the crown or the realm and the divinity of the Davidic covenant, yeah. But we as Rasta, we have to keep that identity, which is uniquely and separate from anything else. So
yeah, man.
Redfield Panahol is the consciousness. Because Redfield is His Majesty inner circle. See, I don't know if you're aware of the Redfield. Yeah, His Majesty. You see why when the general them wear the red on them epaulet or on them
Yes,
yeah, they are the inner sanctum of the
okay,
military of His Imperial Majesty Army. See?
okay,
So, you know, in studying and learning His Majesty and the principles and ordinances set from a military perspective, the red field is the highest command. See? Outside of anything else. So I and I uphold that order, that principle, that guiding factor, yeah, as an identity, as a discipline, as a marker for the trad. Yeah. Redfield. So
yes.
we feel we should.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is very important. We have to come with something different, you know. I pray. You were saying something?
Yeah, man.
Got you.
No. Continue. I didn't want to interrupt the eye. Continue. Because you're saying something very important. I don't want to interrupt the eye thought.
Yeah, man, with respect. In sharing, I just share, we are share. You know, you give me the time.
Yeah,
so
man.
We are share I and I perspective. And we think it coming up to what, 4.5 years or less than 5 years to go for 2030, which is the centenary year of His Imperial Majesty coronation. I and I as Rasta were called by his name, that uphold that principle, that know who he is through his divine lineage, yeah, and through the manifestation of who he has revealed himself to I and I. We accept wholeheartedly, you know. We take the oath. I don't know, we have an oath, you know. See, as Rasta, you have to declare yourself. By what? How? Yeah. So we see it differently in that sense.
Yes, I.
Where we want to do something monumental for 2030. And we all must be thinking like this. Yeah. We can find, we say we need to find ourselves together to achieve it. See? Because it's no one man thing. It's one Jah for all I and I. See? But we can't do wrong in this time. Especially I and I know we have tried within the movement for over 40 years. We have to know, and I'm sure it's happening. See, I don't know by what degree, because, you know, me kind of hold my order. See?
Yes.
But whether anyone do, I know I have to do. See? It is something that is necessary to I in this time.
Yes.
To raise that level and consciousness to a higher level, to a higher heights in the works that we perform moving forward. So, you know, like with the radio station now, we are look towards satellite. See?
Yes.
We are look for create a satellite network on the continent that link not only the continent, but the 6th region which Jamaica and the Caribbean is, the diaspora upon our whole.
True.
See, after, you know, as you were saying earlier in the beginning of the program, you know, Mr. Wi-Fi giving us, but, you know, we have to create things that represent and reflect and I trad where it's not going to be compromised.
Exactly.
See? We have, with a love, say, a monument raised in Jamaica for His Majesty, 2030, centenary. We can't, you know, without His Imperial Majesty, we don't know where we would be. I don't know. You know,
yeah, man,
is the most significant. Is the most significant.
Serious thing. And I think the monument in Jamaica should be a Rastafari school. you know what I mean, by 2030 that's fully functioning, because that has been the elusive kind of vibration. Because remember when they wanted to raise a monument to His Majesty and he built the university,
Mm-hmm.
him said that, the greatest monument is the work that live from generation to generation
Highly
to
high.
impact the generations to come. So I think we need to, yes, we have Haile Selassie School, but the curriculum is not Rastafari. We need a Rastafari school with a Rastafari curriculum, just like you have Campion College with a Catholic curriculum. We need a Rastafari world-class school that every ballad wants send them youth go this school, because the
We
level of
salute.
excellence. You
Indeed.
see me I say?
We salute. Yes,
That is,
I. These
yeah,
are the
that
monuments we're
them type of
talking
money.
about.
Yes. Yeah,
These are the
man. We need
monuments we're
that, man.
talking about. It's not stone and,
We need that.
pillars. Yeah, but the
Yes.
foundation
Yes.
that will create a legacy now within the consciousness that it will grow forever through the culture.
Forever
Yeah,
and ever.
yeah, man.
I really give thanks. And from we met this link, Ras Bobby, that means that I and I have work for do, together. And you call some name in this interview, which I'm a brethren them, I'm a sister in them. So it's just one family, is what me really I see. You know what I mean? Because some of the names that you call are names that I really look forward for all of us to come together and to do some mighty work, take the work to our next level, So one of the thing I want, because we're gonna seal up now, 2 hours gone, Ras Bobby.
Oh yeah, sir. For real?
Yeah, man.
For real. Well, it was a moment.
So
I don't even
I
know.
want that
It
just
feel
give
like
us your
10
final
minutes still.
sound.
Well, anyway.
But I tell you, I tell every guest when I tell them 2 hours, them say, what 2 hours? And I say that I go fly like bird. Yeah, man. So
Yeah. Well,
give us your final
that was
sound,
on a
Ras Bobby.
heights. Yeah, it was a joy,
Give us your final sound. Yeah,
because
man, no,
I
it's
know,
a
I
joy.
know, you make me ask, I talk about things when me never even, me never, I'll probably man me youth, them don't even know some of them things.
Yeah, you see?
Highly high.
Yeah,
So,
man, mightyful.
At the power. We are
This
pleased
is
for
part
the
one.
eye contribution.
This is part one. Part one. We call this part one, Ras Bobby.
Part one. Yeah. Well, the journey is very interesting. I tell you, I have lived a most remarkable journey. Personal as well as within the Rastafari trad. Yeah, where
yes,
we have witnessed, we have been inspired, and we have led some tremendous achievements, which we are truly proud of. Yeah. And this is, maybe there should be a part two, because you have me attack and I don't even realize so much time gone. And there's still a lot more to tell. Anyway,
so much.
Within the moment, everything will forward in the moment. It's Ivine time, do everything. Yeah. And
yeah, man.
I and I. That is I and I symbol, I and I logo, I and I brand. Yeah. I and I vitality is how we function through that community. We're building and growing Rastafari in a humble way, but keeping the militancy, the spirituality, the ancient traditions, yeah, and the identity. Yeah. Those are the things that are sacred. And remember, we are just ancient people in modern times. So that's all. The Rastafari could become indigenous, as a movement and as a people in Jamaica. Yeah, it's because we are they cannot deny that we are ancient people. Yeah, the tradition we uphold, through the lineage of Solomon, David, the Davidic covenant that was established as the lineage of the kings. Yeah, the crown king of Israel. All of them things that people now see and them forget or them now know, but that is the line. Outside of everything else what we do know. Yeah. Because upon our head is Bobo Shanti. Yeah. And I chant Naya Bingi. And I is from the 12 tribes. And I faith is Orthodox. And still, we're a part of the whole reggae fraternity. So, at the completeness, him say all springs are in thee, I just right there for
Yes, I.
Yes, beloved.
Give thanks, give thanks. Family.
Love
Yes,
honor.
I just want to again give thanks. Yes, I just want to give thanks for the eye. Maximum respect, maximum love to the eye for coming on the platform. This is part 1. I want to bring the eye forward for part 2. And then I want to bring the eye forward with Rasai Kula. I want the two of the items on the platform same time too, that we can hear about the Europe trad more in detail, because that is a very serious history, and some of them Ethiopia trad together, because I know when the two of the items reason together, probably you remember even more things where you don't even remember now. The item will spark each other memory, So
Enough
there's
things,
a lot.
yes.
Yeah, man. There's a lot. I want the item come forward, because the eye is my inspiration. Yeah, the eye is my inspiration as one of the pioneer in this media. I walk in the item footstep. So I really give thanks for the eye setting an example, because Lion Voice Network, we're taking this to the continent. The vision is really to build infrastructure, the physical infrastructure for Lion Voice Network on the continent. So this is just beginning, you know what I mean? So we look to ones like the eye, as an example. And that whole satellite thing with the eye talk about, we want to be a part of that too, you know what I mean? For our own satellite, you know what I mean?
We need it. We have to grow. We have to see ourselves in these roles and positions. We know it is necessary.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And the
It's
only
necessary.
way it can be done is that we get up and get it done. Thankfully, we are already in the system.
And unity.
And we want to create more conscious and awareness towards the African Renaissance. We have to be a part of that, because it is happening. Yeah, Rastafari as a movement, as people, has been a pivotal. Yeah, we have been more integrative in the whole movement than we even realize. Africans and home on the continent hold we in the highest regard and esteem. What they're looking for is to see a collective coming in. Them used to seeing the one man and this man and that and I,
Yeah, man.
But you see, if
and
we move into the continent with a collective Rastafari contingent, we see it happen. We know it can happen, and with a love for in I and I time, put some foundation that will continue to grow for generations within Rastafari consciousness.
Well, we have connected officially, Ras Bobby. You know what I mean? We have connected officially. So one link, you know what I mean, one order. We will be working together, I'm sure. And this is just the beginning of that connection and that work that we have to do. And I just give thanks for everyone who watched this live. If you're watching on the replay, big up yourself, leave a comment. Make sure you like and subscribe to the platform. Spread it out. Rastafari is rising. We're not staying stagnant. We're not just talking about the past, but we are telling the story so that the foundation can be solid as we grow into new and higher heights for this Armageddon Iowa. You thought that when Armageddon come on the earth, we were going to just sit down. So no, Virgin and Sister, we just get ready now to take on the battlefield. So get yourself together, play your role, step up, and make I and I rise to the occasion. Why? Because the time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion voice.
Highly. Give praise. Sister Cathy, we know, bless her up too. I see your sister.
Yes, I.
As the daughter of the first Rasta man. You know, I will play a great role.
Yeah, man.
In setting Rastafari as a industrial movement. Highly.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
We're gonna see her shortly. We're gonna see her again here shortly. So big Leonard Owl Earth Strong come up.
Come up, yes. So we have to acknowledge
love.
these things, you know. Give praise again.
Yes, I.
Rastafari.
I.
Majesty.
Yo, blessed love. This is Max Breeze. It's time for the Lions to tell their own story. See? God bless.
Blessed love. Yes, I. Lion Voice Network.
What are you waiting for? Come together. Calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes the dust. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketty Oyonde. Asking, what are you waiting for to come to the Lions to tell our own story? This is the Lion's voice.
Okay, give thanks.
African pride, root of all nations, boy. I tried with the lion, the Rastafari.
Yes, I see it. Mama Olete says she's on her way. So give thanks for the diligence.
Well, this is Medicine, the steady one, and you are now tuned into the Lion's Voice Network.
Yes, I'm here just sealing up on my live broadcast. So
roast and parch them.
Empress man, Alliance, Universal be told.
Yes, but we give thanks to the bright and shining.
Blessed.
Greeting, Brother
This
Sam.
is Teddy Idama, and it's time for this and the Lion's voice is to be heard. This is the Lion's voice. Rastafari.
Greetings, this is Warrior King. And it
is that Mama Olete?
To tell your own story. This is the Lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the power to chant. Jah give her the power to chant. Rastafari, the Lion's voice.
Give thanks.
Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the Lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the Lion's voice. Rastafari.
Yeah, David Trent of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to Lion voice because time that have a voice and its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Yeah, the Lion's voice.
I'm Nana Faraka. The time has come for the lioness to tell her story, her viewpoint, and tell the world who Queen Omega is. This is the Lion's voice.
Well, nice simple first choice, Lion voice. Make the lioness. Voice, we lock fight, push them the lion voice.